Alright, what up YouTube? It's the nice thing here back with another video. This is, I guess, part 7 of chapter 1 of the Ching. I already read over it, so I'm just about to just read over it again and then explain what I got from it. I love spiritual books. I love deep books that when you read it multiple times or you read it all the way through, and then you live life for a little bit, you find new meaning in things and you find a greater understanding in what you read. I think that's the whole point of like reading books for real. I think Bob Proctor said that. He's like, basically when you read, or he basically was talking about Think and Go Rich. He said every time he read that book, he learned something new about himself. And I'm like, that is beautiful. And I'm grateful that I got books and like, even like with movies or stuff like that, or even just watching TV shows, just media period. I think if you look at it long enough or you pay attention to it and you really sit within, like I said, you start to point out, you start to see things in it that reveal yourself to you, if you know what I mean. So, but besides that, let me get straight to it. All right, part 7. The heaven is long enduring, and the earth continues long. The reason why heaven and earth are able to endure and continue thus long is because they do not live of or for themselves. This is how they are able to continue and endure. Therefore, the sage puts his own person last, and yet is found in the foremost place. He treats his person as if it were foreign to him, and yet the person is preserved. It is not because he has no personal and private ends that therefore such ends are realized. Now, the end of this, I'm still trying to understand that, right? Because I think, cause especially when we start to come into spirituality and just starting to really understand, let's say level 1 of it. It's like, okay, like I'm suffering. I'm understanding why I'm going through the suffering. A lot of the suffering has got to do with other people, right? You got to deal with some people. Let's say, for example, let me use myself for example. But my suffering is dealt with not taking care of myself. I was always taking care of somebody else or caring about somebody else's well-being over my own. So with the Tao speaking about people not really caring about themselves, I may need more time with that to really understand that. If I'm being honest with you, because I'm not about to just make this video and just talk crazy. Like, I gotta know what's going on, and I really don't. But it's kind of contradictory, and not saying like that in the sense like, in like a full thought sense, like it's contradictory, but like, and it's contradictory to what I've been learning about myself and just spirituality. When we especially just starting, I ain't just starting, but you know, just when you start to really become more spiritual and start to heal from your traumas, you like, damn, well, I was taught to, when you become more spiritual, you have to learn how to really start taking care of yourself. And that line, of course, like I said, you don't gotta embody all these principles to the T. Cause I mean, that's how I do. Like I said, my spirituality isn't fluid, but like I said, I take things from, I like the Taoist principles. I like some of their principles, and really, I'm pretty much like a stoic. I'm like philosophical then, like the Tao, and like I said, other than that, like I said, I'm still growing my own doctrine that I personally want to live by, but I take a lot of my philosophies and things like that from all type of different places. But the Tao is like more my style. I think that's always how I've been just personally. But yeah, I think it's speaking about purposes, really. I think speaking about the bigger picture of life and how people's perspectives are. I believe that people in this world, people are very selfish. And I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I think it becomes a problem when people just become selfish and they become greedy. And they just always gimme, and it's like it's no sense of care for anybody else. I think that's the problem. So that's where they were speaking about like heaven and earth. Heaven and earth, let's be honest, the heaven and earth literally have been here for millions of years, and literally people on earth be causing war, dropping bombs, destroying nature, all type of stuff, and literally nature and the earth and literally everything, they still endures and take everything that these petty humans, really, that's really what it is, throw at it. And it sees the bigger picture of everything. Like I said, the nature, like I said, nature has its own super intelligence, and that's what it goes off of, and then there's the ignorant people, that's the ignorant humans that live on it. So, but I believe it's talking about people ultimately with a purpose, right? Is that, let's say in life, I think everybody got a purpose. I mean, really, I can purpose period, but I don't like everybody got a purpose. Whether it's small to you or big to somebody else, it's a purpose, and like it or not, it's a part of the big picture, and we need you here. No matter if you a fly on the wall, no matter you a homeless man on the street, no matter if you a famous person, no matter if you a judge, police officer, you got a purpose to be here, and to really keep like divine order. And I think that's really what it's speaking about. But a lot of people don't live up to their purposes. Like, I think this is something that I seen where people would speak like, literally, like, even though the future isn't real technically, but people be like, literally in the future is like somebody depending on you. Like, literally, like somebody depending on you to be there for them. Like, some people have these grand purposes, and like somebody in the future really are dependent on them to really follow through with, they pass up. I know I'm hopping between time, but like, it's a kind of weird concept. I don't know. Like I said, when I be high, I be thinking my brain is like, I saw him like smoking. Like, my brain be like how Kanye be saying, like, he be thinking in like 4D and 5D. I'm like, damn, like, I don't know. Like, it's like that. It's like, but it's very much like that. So, yeah, it's all about the bigger picture. I think that's really what it is. It's not speaking about like just saying forget you, but it's always a bigger picture. And I think I know everybody be trying to fend for themselves, and like I said, that's understandable. But people often, a lot of times, just forget about the big picture of life, and they lose their humanity in a 3D sense, where they just be so worried about themselves. They become like the 7 deadly sins. They start to really embody those, and it's not good to see. It's very heartbreaking to see, but I mean, it is what it is. That's just life, really. I mean, I think that's one thing about life. I hate that people, I know they're going on a tangent right now, but like people that want to be happy and like they want peace, it's like I can ask for peace, but like I said, I know that if I'm not being honest enough to know that's not gonna ever really come, right? Like I said, because realistically, like if peace ever happened, like I said, it's gonna be some true destruction happening somewhere else, and it's like, it is what it is. It's just the duality of life, and it's something that you really something that you really just have to understand. And so it's like I said, you can wish for it to. Me personally, I just wish for it to lessen. That's all. I wish that a lot of violence to stop going on, but I don't ever wish for that type of stuff to go, like just to go away. Even myself, I'm a cool person, but like if I'm being honest, being like fighting or just like watching fights is like, or just being physical and like being like violent towards each other, I wouldn't do it, like I said, but I would have fun doing it. Like if I was a fighter, I would love to be a fighter. I ain't gonna lie. Fighter, I don't care if I was losing. It's just like the feeling of letting your rage out and like letting like your power out is just seeing something attractive about it. Not attractive in like weird way, but just like it's very mesmerizing. It's captivating. It's very exhilarating. That's the word. So yeah. Thank y'all for listening to my tangent, but yeah, that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next part. Thank you.